is to do page 4-5. So I'm quickly going to run through it. I need to read the instructions as a first step. And what you have is a view of a model. The necessary needed information to draw two-point perspective drawing is given. You have your picture plane, your ground line, horizontal line, and your station point. Then your instructions: line the worksheet with the horizontal line or picture plane, determine and label the vanishing points, showing all constructions, complete the two-point perspective drawing showing all constructions, and no hidden detail is required. Okay, so what you see is a top view and a front view. And we already have this line touching our SP. It doesn't always line up with the SP. When it doesn't, don't worry about it. You're still going to use the SP as you would, and you still use this line as you would. So what I would do first is to get my vanishing points. And to do that, I need to figure out what degree is used over here. If you take your 30-60 degree triangle, you will see it is not that. And then if you take your 45, you'll see that it lines up on both sides. So that means that I can use my 45 over by my SP to draw a line straight up to my picture plane. Crosses the picture plane, it needs to go straight down until it crosses the horizontal line. And then I label it RVP, LVP. So it means that this piece where the line crosses the horizontal line, that is the point to which you project. So if you don't label, then you can't get a mark. You usually get a mark over here, RVP, and a mark by your projections, or your constructions. So next, I usually like to simplify a shape for me so that I can dissect it and work gradually through this. So what I see, without complicating this image, I'm going to take it and sort of make this a box and make this a box. So for these two boxes, I'm going to take the height over to the main line of the first box and the second box. Now remember, you have already the ground line projected, so I'm not projecting that again. Then if I can find my ruler, going to take those points that I've just projected to my RVP and LVP. I'm also projecting the ground line because that's also a height, both to the left and right vanishing point. To make this a box, I'm going to take, firstly I'm working from the bottom because the bottom is touching the picture plane, so it means it will touch the ground line. So I'm going to work my way up, and I'm starting here by the bottom, and I'm just projecting these two corners to the SP. Where it crosses the picture plane, I'm projecting it straight down. So that gives me the edge of this bottom box. So I'm going to just darken that because I can see that I will have, I'm just darkening the edges, I will have a dark edge on the side. Okay. So again, if this line bothers you, you can always erase it. As long as you have the information up here, you will still get your mark. Then I'm also going to draw a line at the top. I'm not drawing a line at the bottom yet because I can see that there's some information or detail at the bottom. So until then, I'm keeping the one side in construction lines, which would be this side. So this one I can darken. Remember, darkening can also, or your final lines can also happen at the end of everything, so you don't have to feel like because I am darkening it now that you have to darken it now. Okay, so I have a box. Now to get the back side of the box, I'm just going to take the corners to the opposite vanishing points. And where they cross, that is this top corner then. Okay, so now I need to put, I'm going to draw another box here for this hexagon before I carry on. So I have projected it to the RVP and LVP. It is, the widest piece of the sketch is over here. So I'm going to just complete the box at the top. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, then I need to add this hexagon. It is sort of floating in the middle of the sketch, so I need to project its points towards a working line that I have. Now I have this box or frame, so I can, with a 45-degree triangle, just project the corners to two of the sides. So I'm taking these for now. And then these ones as well. Okay, so where it crosses the side, I'm going to take it to the SP. And you'll see me swapping rulers the whole time. It's just the closest one that I have. So there's no specific ruler that you need to use when you do this. So if you feel like you're going to get confused with all of these lines, you are more than welcome to number them. I'm going to start on this left side because there's fewer lines. I'm going to project it straight down. Where it's crossing this top line, I'm going to take it to the RVP. Because I put it forward, I need to push it back again. So I'm pushing it back. I'm just going to draw a line until it touches the other side, because I know it's not going to go over that side, so I don't need such a long line, but you won't get penalized if you have that line or a longer line. Okay, then I'm going to do the same for these four. Project them straight down, and I'm purposefully extending the line so that it touches this bottom edge, just for in case I need them. So where these lines are touching the top over here, I'm going to take it to my LVP. You just need to keep track of the lines that you're using. Okay, so this first line needs to be pushed back until it touches the middle line. So I'm pushing it back until it touches the middle line. Then, next one needs to touch the first and the last line. So again, lining it up with my SP, with my vanishing point, and projecting it over. Same with that one. And last one, LVP, only needs to go to the half. Okay, so now I can draw my hexagon. I'm getting confused with all the points. In this case, it doesn't need to go to any certain vanishing point. I'm just connecting the dots. Okay. So then, to pull this down, I need to give myself a grid here at the bottom as well. So I'm going to start by just taking these bottom edges or the lines where they touch the edge of the bottom box. I'm going to take it to the RVP. Again, just this bottom section, I don't need to draw a line all the way. You're more than welcome to do it. I just like to keep the line shorter, and it makes me feel that my sketch is a little bit neater. Okay. So essentially what this means is that whenever you see my ruler sort of moving side to side, it's always on my board's ruler. It's always moving on my board's ruler to keep everything straight. Okay, so this middle line that I projected to the RVP is the same as this middle line on which we have a point. So I'm going to draw a line straight down until it touches that line. Next line that I have has this corner on, so it's the same as this corner, and it's on this line. So I'm going to project it down. Last one is on this line, last one for this side. This corner is on this line. So I have the measurement at the top. I'm just going to project it down to that line. Okay, so now I have these two edges. Okay, last side that I would see is this one. It falls on a line that I haven't projected, but it's also in line with this one. So I can just use this line and extend this corner down until it touches that line. Okay, so then I have this top box done. I'm now going to darken this bottom one so that I have this flat surface finished, and then there is a dash line. So now I'm carving into this piece. I see that the dash line goes straight through, so it also has a certain height. So I'm going to take this height over to the main line, and when I refer to the main line, it is this line touching your SP and your sketch, so you work from that line. Okay, so I'm taking that height where it crosses the main line to the SP. Okay, and then to get these 2 points, I need to take it to the, I took this line to the LVP, I need to take these 2 points to the SP. Hello? Fine and you? Will it be possible for you to leave it at the gate? I did tell the courier company that I won't be there. By the security. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. So then where it crosses the LVP, I'm going to draw a line straight down. Tells me where the opening would be. because it is hollow and it goes straight through, I need to show that it goes in, and for that I'm taking it to the RVP. Whenever a line needs to show depth or go from left to right, you always take it to a vanishing point, except for these lines that needs to create a specific shape. So you'll see it when you start to do circles as well. But other than that, we are done with the sketch. I hope this helped.